all you need to do in this next breath segment is be aware, is notice. And we can start with the body. How does your body feel connected to the surface you're seated or lying down on? After those contractions and releases, the encouraged tension, the intentioned relax. Just listening to your body, is there anything your body is saying to you? Maybe being in silent appreciation for the connection and the joint walk through life. You and your body. And noticing your thoughts. Allowing space for the thoughts to move in and out of your mind like clouds moving across the blue sky. There's no need to hold on to any of them. You can just watch them. And yet maybe there might be one or two that linger for a little while. Something that you might just notice, or a thread of wisdom that you might want to follow. And just noticing how you're feeling. And those feelings might come by way of thought. They might come by way of sensations from your body, things that you are physically feeling. You might have emotions arising. all you're doing is just breathing and noticing, breathing and observing. You might cast your mind back to when you arrived, and you might see if you notice a difference. You also might see what feels exactly the same. And as we go into the final silence of this session, just allowing all of that to be without any judgment, knowing that it's all perfect.
And as the birdsong begins for what is the final time in this session, just taking a moment before we move on to reflect on that silence and how that silence felt. And it's time now to start beginning to come back, beginning to maybe feel that connection again with the surface under you. Whether that's a chair or a bed. Maybe feeling that connection the whole way down into the earth and feeling that support. And then beginning to introduce just some gentle movement. So maybe that's your head or your shoulders, fingers, your toes, your wrists or your ankles. Gently bringing some movement back in. Maybe opening your eyes and looking around the space that you're in at familiar things. And then when you have found yourself back in the space, beginning to consider coming back to the Zoom room. You're also in a Zoom room. Beginning to think about coming back to the Zoom room.
And whilst you make that journey back to the Zoom room, I just want to bring your attention to some links that we've popped into the chat box. Places where you can get the recording if you'd like to do this again. And if you're watching this on recording, well done, you've found us, either on YouTube or in our community. And the links are both there, both free. But in our community, there's no ads. So if you are watching this on YouTube, do like and subscribe before you go, but then pop into the threshold and find us in the community where there are no ads.